Hey, what's going on, guys? Superman here, and I'm bringing you guys this really sick gameplay on Hanoi with the PSG-1. And if I could ask you guys to please like the video right now. I know it sounds weird saying it at the beginning, but this is a pretty long video. It's about 8.5 minutes, and I know not all of you guys are going to watch it to the end. So if you guys could please leave a like for 78 kills in this gameplay, that'll be amazing. It'll make my day. So let's get started here with the video. I want to talk to you guys about a couple things. First off, my Halloween montage is going to go up tomorrow, and I'm really excited about it. The clips are really sick. They're not like Retribution like standards, quote unquote standards, but they're Retribution leftovers, except for I think one or two clips. But regardless, they're still sick. If I kept them for maybe on Retribution, you know, they're gonna be sick. And I got a really talented editor. I'll put his link in the description. Make sure you guys go thank him after you watch the montage, or if you want to go right now, because he actually volunteered to edit the montage. I was actually going to edit myself, but this guy is a really sick editor, and I'll put his channel in the description if you guys want to check him out and check out his work and stuff. So what I want to talk to you guys about today is the start of the NBA season. I am a huge basketball fan, especially I'm a huge Steve Nash fan. And I know that might sound weird to a lot of you guys that actually like basketball, because Steve Nash is, you know, when you ask somebody on the street who your favorite basketball player is, it typically is LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, maybe Kevin Durant nowadays. Who else is really big? Dwight Howard, D Wade. But my favorite player is Steve Nash, and it has been for the past, I would say, 6 years since he started playing in Phoenix. It's actually like 7 years, and I just absolutely love the way he plays basketball, man. He controls the game. He you know, gets his teammates involved. When I played basketball, I'm a pretty small guy compared to, you know, basketball standards. I'm only 6 feet tall. And, you know, I never actually had the point guard handles. I was more of a two guard. But, you know, I always loved the way Steve Nash controlled the game, the way he controlled the basketball in his hands, the no-look passes he made. And, you know, it's just an awesome feeling watching Steve Nash play. He is the only player that I watch a complete game of. And what I mean by that is, for example, Steve Nash he played in Phoenix, and usually they gave their Phoenix Suns games on TNT and ESPN, because I live in Los Angeles, so my local team, of course, is the Lakers and the Clippers. And even though I'm a huge fan of both teams, I actually never watched an entire Lakers or Clippers game this whole last season that just passed. But every time that the Phoenix Suns would play on TNT or ESPN or play against the Lakers or Clippers, I would watch that entire game just because Steve Nash was in there. I'm a huge Steve Nash fan, and this goes across all sports too. I mean, when Terrell Owens was in the Cowboys, he's my favorite player still, even though he's not playing, and I wish he was playing for a team. I mean, he had a chance in Seattle, but they kind of fucked him over just because he dropped a couple of passes. But that's not important right now. But when Terrell Owens was in the Cowboys, I would watch every single Cowboys game, because as you guys know, they come out on TV a lot. And I would watch every single Cowboys game, and ever since T.O. was released, I haven't watched one single Cowboys game. That's just the way I am. I like one individual person dominating a game, or a dominant figure. That's why I love Michael Jordan so much. And when I was playing high school basketball, I kind of you know, like most other kids or whatever, you know, I try to imitate him during the games, during practices, and I try to base my game around his game. And, you know, I thought it was pretty cool. I actually, you know, had a lot of quote-unquote admirers at school, because I would try these, like, crazy layups and try to hang in the air, because back then in high school, man, I had some serious hops. In high school, I was about 5'10", and I could almost dunk. I mean, it might not sound, you know, for someone who has more gift than me, it might not sound like a lot of, you know, if you could dunk and stuff, but I had some major hops. Actually, I could dunk. Towards the end of my sophomore year, I was able to dunk in some gyms, because as you guys know, some gyms have, you know, smaller courts. Even though they say they're 10 feet tall, they might be like 9.5 or 9 feet tall. But at our school had two gyms. At the main gym, I could grab rim real easily. I could almost dunk, and you know, we had a backup gym where we trained, and that in that gym I could dunk. So you know, little, you could just say that I was able to dunk whatever. We'll just call it that. But if you guys want me to talk about stuff like from high school and my days as a you know, high school basketball player, those times were some of the funnest times ever. Even though the practices were fucking grueling, our coach made us he used to make us run so much because we were like an up and down team. We were really small. Our high school didn't have you know, a lot of tall people. I think the tallest, our center was about 6'5", and you know, in high school basketball some guys are 6'10" from other schools, and you know, even 7 feet tall in some cases. And you know, we would use our small size as an advantage to run up and down the court a lot. That's why I love the Phoenix Suns as well, because as you guys know, back then Phoenix Suns were just run and gun, run and gun, run and gun. And you know, I think that's why I fell in love with Steve Nash so much, because the way he, you know, he operated with the run and gun Phoenix Suns. But if you guys want me to talk more about like my high school basketball and you know, other stuff, leave it in the comments. Actually, basketball wasn't like my first love of sports. It was actually soccer, or you know, in Europe you guys call it football. I call it soccer here. I mean, I don't want to get confused or anything, or I don't want you guys to get confused. I'm just gonna call it soccer. That was actually my first sport. My dad actually was a huge soccer fan and really got me into it. My favorite player was Ronaldo, number 9 from Brazil. Not this fucking fake Ronaldo right now in Real Madrid. I'm talking about the one from Brazil, the real one. I call it the real one. He's the greatest goal scorer in FIFA Cup history. He has a record right now. I think he has 16 or 17, something like that, and in World Cup games. So you know, he was always my favorite. My dad actually cut my hair like his was in the 2002 World Cup, which was a fucking ugly ass hairdo. But I don't know, man, I'm just rambling. I know a lot of you guys wanted to hear some like stories, or you know, some information about my real life, and you know, there's a little taste right there. If you guys want some more, leave it in the comments. But you know, that's about it. Just wanted to talk a little bit about the NBA season starting up. I don't even think I started talking about it, but my prediction: Steve Nash is going to win MVP. Steve Nash is going to win every award. And the Lakers are going to win the championship. I have a lot of friends that are saying that they're not, but you know, screw them. I think Steve Nash makes the Lakers a you know, a solid NBA championship contender. I know Miami's tough, but I think we could take it. And I'll be hopefully once I think I'm gonna buy a camera for Christmas, and once I do, I'll do a real life video and stuff like that, and introduce myself face to face with you guys. And then I could you know, as I go to these Laker games, because I will go to Laker games now that Steve Nash is playing for the Lakers, I'll be able to record some, film some real life stuff, and it'll be really fun. So you know, and it'll be another addition to my channel that'll be fun. So if you guys want to know more stuff about me in real life, leave your thoughts in the comments. And until next time, I will see you guys later.